Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Nicole and I like to do fashion DIYs. And in today's video, I am going to be making a few things that are inspired by Princess Polly. So I have been seeing every single influencer on Instagram being sponsored by them. So I've seen a lot of their clothes and honestly they're extremely adorable, but I've been trying to be a little bit more conscious of where I am buying from and what brands I choose to put my money into, and unfortunately I don't think I can buy stuff from them, mostly just because they are fast fashion and it kind of just hurts my soul a little bit. But their stuff is pretty cute, so that's why I'm gonna make my own, or my own variations of their clothing. So if you would like to see how I am going to do that, then please keep watching. But before we get started, I just want to give a quick reminder to subscribe if you haven't already, and to give this video a thumbs up if you like what you are watching. And I guess that's the end of my spiel, so let's get started. I thrifted this yellow t-shirt ages ago and figured it would be perfect for this project. And my goal was to make two different tops out of this. So for the first one, I'm going to try and replicate this crop tank with a cutout and this side ruching detail. I have chosen this one because the neckline is similar to the shirt I am working with. The first thing I'm going to do is measure out where I want to crop my top, keeping in mind I still need enough fabric for my second project. For me, that was about 9 inches. Then I folded it in half, lining up the shoulder seams, and used pins to cut out my new armhole and cut along the pin line. Then it was time for a fit test. So there is a lot of extra fabric in the underarms, but I will be adding a cutout here, so that's okay. And the back is also a little big. The first thing I am going to do with this shirt is turn it inside out, and I am going to trim away the side seams. I am now going to draw my cutout in chalk, but I only drew it on half because I'm going to fold this piece in half to make sure both sides are the same. I also made sure to cut a 1/4 inch away from my chalk line as a seam allowance. I then squared off the other piece with chalk before I cut, again adding a 1/4 inch for the seam allowance. Then I serged all the raw edges and did a simple single folded hem, and pressed all the seams before reattaching the two pieces. To do that, I needed to match the center front, so I folded both pieces in half and marked the middle with a pin, and matched both pieces with right sides together before securing both sides. I also sewed the side seams back together. Okay, so I'm doing a little bit of a fit test here, and this needs to be adjusted. So I'm just gonna actually remove this part and just kind of try to smooth that out. But aside from that, we're getting somewhere. And then I'm just going to also angle this shoulder a little bit more. Okay, so I just finished making those adjustments that I needed to make so the top would lie flat, and I did, and I like the way it looks now. And I'm pretty sure the one on the original site had drawstrings with ruching on the side, and I was thinking about doing that as well to this shirt, but I'm going to not, mostly because then it's just gonna be too short. I probably would have done it if I had it a little bit wider and if I had it a little bit longer. But since I'm trying to make two shirts out of one, I had to kind of be stingy with my fabric. So I'm not going to be adding that side ruching detail. But if you want to add the side ruching detail, I have another video showing you how I do it, because I've done one in the past. So I will link that for you to watch if you were interested. To finish the armholes, I removed about 1 inch from the shoulder, serged the raw edges, and did a simple single folded hem. I did the same thing for the hemline, and this piece was done. Moving on to the second top, which is inspired by this top here. This is the bottom of the shirt that we cut off earlier. I am going to use the existing hemline as the hemline for my shirt. So to make that band of the shirt, I am just going to measure out 4 inches with my pins and then cut it out. Next, I had to take in the sides, and I removed about 2 inches from either side and also serged the raw edges and did a single folded hem. Then I put this piece aside and worked on the halter part. I took the remaining piece from the t-shirt and removed the side seams to create 2 separate pieces. To make these pieces longer, I'm going to have to use the sleeves. I first removed the seams to make one flat piece of fabric, and I'm going to attach it, but first I'm going to serge and hem one side for now, and I pressed with my iron. Then I took my sleeve piece and matched both of the finished hemlines to create one long continuous piece and sewed them together and repeated the process to the other side. Once both pieces were sewn, I needed to trim away all the excess fabric, so I pinned both of my pieces right sides together and used pins to map out my cut line. Then I finished the raw edges. I now have 2 pieces that look like this. I ended up going back and curving out this edge here and serging it before adding 2 gathering stitches with my machine. Okay, so it doesn't really look like a whole lot of progress has been done, but I'm actually almost kind of there. Anyways, so I've put my gathers in, but I need to fix them, and instead of having them go this way, I'm gonna have them go this way. I'm just gonna re-sew it, and then when I like it, I will stitch it down and then finish the back. Then I pinned my straps to my band before sewing. I decided to leave this as a tie feature as opposed to it being a closed loop. To complete this top, I just had to finish the ends with a double folded hem, and it was done. That is actually it for today's video. I am exhausted and I cannot wait to go to bed. And thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like this video, again, give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more DIYs. And I will catch you in the next one. Bye.